maybe do you remember some stories, some interesting stories or funny stories which happened to you during teaching or training or competitions?
Funny stories.
Like funny stories.
Okay. I can tell you one story about my student, one of my students. He was not kid, he was about 1 year younger than me. When he first participated in the tournament, I advised him he has to defeat the opponent like 100%. Then he understood me, then he went to the tatami mat. Then when they started fight, he just knocked the guy out in like 5-6 seconds. Oh. But after the opponent fell on the ground, he jumped and he stamped on the opponent.
Wow.
Then he broke the opponent's rib. Then he got disqualified. It's illegal in the tournament, so he got disqualified. So
he took your words very literally.
Yes,
Yes. Okay,
but he was very concentrated person, but it's too much.
Yeah, he didn't concentrate on the limits.
Yes.
Anything else? Maybe?
Anything? Well, I especially like to teach kids.
So it should be like funny. So it should be some funny stories with kids.
So many funny things in the training. When we do training, we do mokso. Mokso is we don't think anything, close the eyes, sit properly, and just think anything. We don't think anything.
Like meditation,
just meditation.
More or less.
Like it's every time when we start a beginning of the training and end of the training, we do this mokso. But for kids, the mokso meditation, they never understood. So when we sit and close the eyes, they start like laughing, and then they start moving. It's also you cannot do that in the mokso position. I don't see them, but I feel that they are like moving and they start laughing each other like that always.
But probably for them it's the most difficult part to stay without moving.
Yes.
Not
I
doing
think it's
anything.
the most difficult thing in the training for kids.
And for the adults could be also. Okay, and looks like you traveled a lot for trainings and for competitions most of all. Did you make friends with other athletes worldwide?
What do you mean, athlete in karate?
Well, in karate or in any other sport?
I make friends in every country when I go there.
So in every country.
Of course I don't speak any another language. I can speak a little bit English, a little bit Russian, and only Japanese. Exactly. And then also, when we fight each other without any language, you know how they train, what their experience. We feel his history in his one hit, one blow. So when I get hit from another people, then I understand that how he trained this punch in his training.
So you already know how many trainings a week he had and all that stuff.
Yes, I think the opponent also feels how I train, how long I train, they also feel it. So we get more closer than just talking with the mouth, It's more deeply understanding by the fist.
So it's possible to become a friend with somebody you are fighting with, right?
Yes,
no problem with that.
Without language.
Just that. Okay, and now you're in Russia, and what was your experience communicating with Russian athletes, with those people who practice Kyokushin-kan, for example?
Okay. When I first came here in Russia, it was 2004. I participated in All-Russian Championship. I didn't think that Russian was so strong when I first came here. I was 18 only. Then I lost in first fight. Then I just realized that Russian karate fighters was getting very strong and strong. After that, next year, 2005, there was a world championship in Moscow. I went to the semi-final in my weight, under 90 kilograms. I fought against Sergei Osipov. He was he was a bodyguard of the Putin. Then I fought 120%, But I got kicked in the head from him in the end of the fight. Then I just realized he was much better than me. So I'm always learning something, another technique, and another
like a way to do
way
that.
to train. It's much different from Japanese way of training and Russian way of training. It's totally different, I think. Well, I think Russian karate fighters is very strong in the world. I think they're one of the best, I think, in any other organizations. Not only Kyokushin-kan, Kyokushin-kai, Shin-Kyokushin. They train very hard in Russia, and in their heart is also very strong.
Okay, are there any athletes that you admire, whose career you follow, and if so, why them?
Okay. Well, actually, in Russian sportsmen, I like Kalerin and Fyodor Emelianenko. It's very famous in Japan also. In karate, I admire Sensei Kazumi. He's a legend in Kyokushin karate history. He's not so old, but his mind is much stronger than the other people, I believe. When he participated in All Japan Championship one time, he broke his arm and leg, like 4 places. He broke the bone, but he kept fighting, and when he was in the final, he kicked the opponent with a broken leg, but he didn't show any.
He didn't show that he was in pain. Anything.
Yes. So, and when I was young, I used to train with him also. Then I know how he trains. I know how he faced to the training. I'm the fan of. I don't know. I follow his karate way.
I understand. Yeah. And talking about other athletes, another athlete, your brother also practices Kyokushin-kan, right?
My younger brother, he is 5 years old, younger than me. We started karate together, and when he just started, when he was young, he was not so strong. He was like a normal student, but he just kept training with me, and then after that he switched from karate to the rugby. For 7 years, he trained rugby. He could combine his rugby technique into karate. Then his physical power, increased very much. Then after he came back to the karate, he started winning in the karate tournament. Then he got stronger, and he's now champion.
And did you fight with him? Did you compete?
Oh yes, in 2012 maybe we fought in the tournament, All Japan Championship, and he was very strong. In the first fight we were draw, and second fight was also draw, and third fight I got flag. I won by the flag, but he was very strong actually. I could win by the technique, not physically. In a physical, 100% he was winning. Maybe if we fight now, he wins. He would for sure.
Do you use Kyokushin-kan sometimes to solve some disputes between you, like to decide who is right or who is wrong, or never happens?
What do you mean?
I'm just kidding.
In the street?
With him at home.
With him at home? It's always.
It's always really fighting, like for fun?
For fun? No, not for fun. When we fight,
Okay. It's like, who's going to do the dishes? Well, let's see. Let's fight.
Maybe together.
Okay, just better.
If you argue to something, then let's go outside. Then we fight.
Okay, I understand. And let's imagine, if you were not practicing Kyokushin-kan, what other sport would you choose?
Well, I only train karate. I only like karate, but if I'm not in the Kyokushin way, karate way, I like to do gymnastic.
Why?
Because I think gymnastic is more like they're the master of the physical control. They are the master, I think.
I understand. And to conclude, what would you wish the people who are watching your interview?
Okay, so maybe people who's running or practicing sports, maybe they will, in the way of training, maybe they want to quit the sports in some reason, injured or like a school or like work, but please don't stop. If they just keep doing it, then you will get some level. So you know about the sports, then you can talk what your sport is, you know. So just keep doing it. It's a message.
Okay, thank you very much.
It's okay. Thank you very much. Thank you.